On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Let's get it. Let's go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Edwards-Helaire will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On one. Ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Bengals had 7-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He stiff arms him. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. A quick throw out to Hardman. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down
11,
inside
mighty,
to 20.
11, mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, tight. 11, MT.
Now they go play action now. Burrow steps away. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Burrow. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that. It's
almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. These two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati. The Bengals coming through in overtime 34-31. And then, of course, the AFC title game, the big one. The Chiefs up 21-3 at one point. The Bengals charge back. They win it 27-24 and punch their ticket to Super Bowl 56. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. Down inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 1, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or something.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Yellow.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mahomes going to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. 31 yards. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal. Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackled for just a short gain.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
11 mighty. 12.
Burrow on play action. Out to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 27, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Running left, it's Mixon. We'll get this up to about the 44. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. It's Burrow. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
11 coming.
A draw play for Mixon.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Now it's Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Mahomes now on the sneak.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time Mahomes will throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they have regained the lead.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rolling to his right.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go,
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense are saying go right ahead with those.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Gun.
2nd and 7.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Now Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased. And they
forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.